Hey y'all, Irix Guy here, and this video responds to a question posed during a live show, and that is essentially dealing with layers within video editing. Now I use Final Cut Pro 10. You can check my website to find all of the hardware and gear that I use for my videos, as well as drones too. But within this video I'm going to show you how I lay it all out. So the first thing you'll see here on the bottom in this video you're seeing right now with me holding the controller in my hand, that's my primary camera. That's my Sony Alpha camera. What you see now are several cameras. So this top layer represents this overlay here. You can see it's just a small section of the video, and it's a duplicate of this bottom layer, which happens to be somewhat full screen. So I'm going to show you here in a second how all this comes together. So whatever's on top, in this case this layer here that I have highlighted, that's going to be the one that appears. But since this layer, if you look at transform, you can see it's only a portion of the entire frame. So the second layer from the top is also visible. That's the drone's camera. Now the third layer and the fourth layer are not, because this one right here is full screen, so it's going to cover it up. But let me show you how this would work. So say that I want to that I don't want to see this controller overlay. I don't want to see the screen of the of the controller. So what I would do in that scenario, I could just put a blade in here and cut out however much I want to cut out, and then when I delete that, now you just see the drones video. Well, say I don't want to see the drones video, but I want to see the controller's view full screen. Well, in that scenario, this is what I would do. Blade this out, and I could either hit delete or I could drag it to the very bottom of the project frame so it would be invisible. So see, now when you see this, you see the controller screen that I made somewhat full screen. I mean, there's a bar on the top and the bottom because I didn't want to cut off the sides and I wanted to retain appropriate aspect ratio. But if I wanted to be more professional about it, what I could do is go here and do trim blade, go here and do trim blade, and I could delete that. Oops, you don't want to do that, because that's going to mess up your timing. What you want to do is do edit, replace with gap. And then I could do the same for this, edit, replace with gap. So that keeps everything, actually I just goofed, and I'm going to show you why. I'm going to do undo, replace with gap. You got to be very careful with this editing. So what I want to do here is do edit or clip, detach audio. So now I've got an additional layer down here that's audio. And then on these, I'll just do edit, replace with gap, edit, replace with gap. So see, now you got black bars down there. So that looks more professional than having a slightly visible screen. So see, now I've still got my audio, and my audio continues, but I don't have any elements visible in the background. So that's if I want to make the controller's view somewhat full screen. Now, again, just to recap, all you're doing, whatever's on top is what's going to be in the foreground. And in this case, the top is just the controller's view that I've got to that size. But then I go here and I don't want any controller view, so I've got drone video only. And then, progressing throughout this clip here, you'll see here I decided I was talking about I want to be face on camera, so I took all the other clips and just left face on camera only. So, editing is not, it's one of those things, it comes with time. But, this is how I do it, and if I wanted to be more professional, I could rename this drone camera, Mavic Air 2. I could rename this controller screen recording or whatever. I mean, you can just right-click and do rename clip if you want to get really technical about it. But, my thing is here on Irish Guys Adventure Channel, being an independent YouTube channel, I'm the guy in the field, I'm the guy in the studio, I'm the editor, I'm everything. So, sometimes I don't take those additional steps because they take time, and time is money, man. Time is money. So, with that being said, speaking of money, if y'all enjoyed this video, be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that bell when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. And if you want to take it to the next level, feel free to support me on Patreon. You can go to patreon.com/IrixGuy, and you can find a link to Patreon within this video's description. Also, if you're shopping for drones, computers for video editing, cameras, microphones, anything, check out my website. Go to irixguy.com or epicdroneshow.com, or simply expand this video's description and then click the link there. All that helps me. Again, I'm an independent YouTube channel, and I like to share these tips, but, feel free to support me if you want to. I appreciate it. And you can also tune into live shows and Super Chat. And with all of that being said, any questions or comments that you have, comment below, because I'm always looking for new video ideas. That's my thing, man, is YouTube, and looking for things that I can do to provide value. Obviously YouTube is a business of mine, so I want to provide value, but I also want to provide videos that that answer questions, such as this one. And I'm sure there's a lot of people that have been curious about how to that may have had the same question that a couple of y'all had during live shows that may not have asked the question. And I appreciate you asking the question, because that prompted me to take the time to create this video. Now, I'm going to have a lot more video editing tutorials, but obviously all this video addressed was how do I do the layers. So again, to recap, I pull in my screen recording from my phone, and then I line it up properly and duplicate it. So I've got the full screen version, and then I've got the the top left version, and they're both in sync. And then as I go through, so I get everything in sync first. And a visual reference, since the drone's camera doesn't have audio, a visual reference is the takeoff of the drone. So if you use that as a visual way to match everything up, you can match up your screen recording layers, you can match up your drone camera's layer, and obviously you can match up the the face on video layer. So see, before I cut all this out, I was looking right there. See where the drone starts to take off at about, so it lifts at approximately 1 minute and 22 seconds. So that's a good point of reference. So you can align everything with that. And then what I also like to do, and this doesn't have to be part of your edited video, but I also like to talk in front of the drone's camera. And the reason I do that is that by speaking in front of the drone's camera, then if I need to slide the drone video slightly to the left or slightly to the right to make sure the audio is in sync with my lips, I can do that. It's just a visual way to do that. And then once you get all of your cameras, well, I say cameras, but all of your video sources in this case, so we've got the phone screen recording, we've got the drone's camera, and then we've got my face on video camera with audio. Once you've got everything synchronized first, that's the most important thing. Once you've got everything synchronized, then you can work with the various layers. So it's a simple procedure, but and obviously if you want to touch things up like this right here, the video that I just edited, the one that you'll watch, this was that I use as an example, was Mavic Air 2-second flight. This video, I didn't take the time to delete the background clip. So when you watch it on my YouTube channel, you're going to, at the very top and the very bottom in this little black bar area, you're going to see me in the background. But again, I've got to create a ton of videos, and being the guy in the field, being the guy in the studio, managing 100% of Irish Guys Adventure Channel is a big task. So sometimes I do take shortcuts, but I try to not take shortcuts that are going to destroy the quality of the of the video. But it's a lot of fun, man. It's a lot of fun. So let me know if you have any other questions. I'll try my best to whip up videos. The more content, the merrier, man. You know, that's what I'm here for, is to create as much content as I can that'll provide value and help my channel to exceed 100,000 subscribers as quickly as possible. You know, that's just a mini milestone. Ultimately, I want to break through 1 million subscribers, but you know, let's get through 100,000 subscribers first. So thanks for your viewership. Thanks for the great question, and I hope this helped. And again, post any questions that you may have within this video's description. And again, likewise, feel free to consider supporting me on Patreon, and I appreciate it. Y'all have a good day. Hey y'all, Captain Irix Guy here. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. If you did, please be sure to subscribe. It's youtube.com/Irix Guy. And ring that bell icon when you do to be notified whenever I post another video. Thanks for your viewership, and y'all have a good day.